Hey y'all, good morning. It's our morning chronicles for speech and OT. I don't know why it's looking kind of. Anyways, literally in the middle of my video. Hold on. Normally the music stop when I start recording, and that is just not happening. So now I got to pause the. Hold on. Now it's paused. Anyways, y'all, good morning. I guess the Lord is reminding me nobody can hold me like him, which is very true. I woke up in a fairly good mood, right? And tired. I'm very tired. But nonetheless, in a pretty good mood. Going through the day, hustle and bustle. So basically, I don't know why it's choppy like that right now. Hold on. All right, I think we're good. I don't know, maybe not. I'm gonna stop it and start another one. All right, I think we're good now. Yeah, so like I said, I woke up in a fairly decent mood, just tired, nothing major, you know what I'm saying? And as you know, this is my first year as being a widow. I've marked my first year. January 9th was my first year being widowed. And you know, a lot of people say, so I guess this is gonna be a bit of a widow's corner, but I'm not gonna make this long because honestly I ain't got it in me. I'm tired. And so woke up this morning, basically good mood, just tired, going through the hustle and bustle of, you know, my morning routine with getting the kids ready. On Wednesday I get to sleep it a little bit, like 45 minutes more, because I don't have to get up. Let's just say maybe like an hour more. Yeah, because I don't have to get up to get Grace ready for school. So Wednesdays kind of on my sleep in. But anyway, went on through the hustle and bustle of the morning, got Nehemiah situated, and on the bus, and was getting the girls ready. And the most random thing came in. Like, I went to go find some socks for Evea. And I have, a lot of times I go to the Dollar Tree to get those cute novelty socks. And I just went last week and got some Grease socks. And it has T-Bird on it. And that is literally the only musical that I will watch. Grease, the original. That is the only one I will watch, and the only one that, yeah, I don't feel irritated by. But that is not what this is about. Went to go get the socks, and they were York peppermint patty socks. And the most, like the weirdest thought came. So I said the whole slogan to the York peppermint patty, it's the sensation. And then boom, I get this thought in my head. Remember when you had to go and purchase the last pair of socks for Tim? What? Immediately, my mood was gone. That's how random this grief thing is. I was literally getting ready for therapy, getting the girls ready for therapy. And then the whole list of the things that the funeral home require for the last dressing of your loved one. The socks, the underwear, the undershirt, the memory start flooding back into my head. Needless to say, I was basically on time. And then after that, that slowed me down. So I was like a little bit later to the appointment than I wanted to be. But, excuse me. So now I'm just in this funky mood. But like, not super funky, but you know what I'm saying, funky enough. And it's rainy outside and it's cloudy, so that helps none. And if you were wondering, the socks, his final pair of socks were the Reese's socks, if anybody was wondering, because he wore brown, if anybody wondered. But if you were there, I mean, you wouldn't have saw his socks anyways. And I didn't do shoes because, I mean, kind of pointless. But yeah. Oh, and this is crazy. I learned how to tie a tie so that I could be the person that was the last one to tie his tie. So the tie he wore, I tied it. So, yeah. Yeah. Anyways. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, no. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a better day than I am, because this don't look like I'm going to be very productive. Yeah, I wouldn't wish this on anybody. I love you, but most of all, God loves you more. That was just a little bit of transparency in a widow's corner. I will talk to you guys when I get the girls in the car so they can say hi. Talk to you later. Bye. Let me say this as well. They say your second year is the hardest, and although I'm only month 2 within my second year, I can already agree. I think I've been more emotional and more aware of what life is really like now than I was last year. Last year was more of a blur. I don't even remember anything until probably September, October. Yeah. And I'm not even joking you. So yeah, I think what's happening is my head and my heart are aligning, and they are realizing that this is what life is really going to be like. Even though I've gone the entire year doing just what I'm doing, I was on autopilot, and I was not. This was literally automatic. I wasn't really yeah, you know what I mean? I wasn't there mentally. My body was just doing what it knew it needed to do. And I think now my head and my heart is like, oh, this is that, this is this. So yeah, I just want to say that. Yeah, crazy. All right. All right, y'all. Veve is back from OT. And the therapist said she had a great day today. She said she worked on putting on a shirt, which is something that we have to work on, because to be honest, I do all the work. I do the shirt, pants, but work on putting on a shirt. Something she called heavy work is like getting weighted ball. I don't know why I said weighted balls, like those big I think they're probably like gym balls. I don't know. But they're weighted, and having her carry it from one place to the next, because that helps with that sensory sensation, like that she's feeling. So that, and then she has like this table hockey thing, which I love table hockey, so I might look into getting one of those. And what else did she do? Oh, she was telling me like one of the exercises that we could do is have her put the laundry basket, like take the dirty clothes or the clean clothes, take the dirty clothes to the laundry room, or like once we have her put the clean clothes out the dryer, picking that heavy basket up is kind of like helping with the sensory output that she's looking for as well. And having her carry the laundry basket. So I'm definitely gonna be doing that. Yeah, so she had a good day today in therapy. Say hi, V. Oh, y'all got a little bit of a... Anyway, I will be back so you guys can see Grace. Happy Wednesday. Say happy Wednesday. Vita, say happy Wednesday. What you want? You want what? You want my phone? Okay. Well, let me just tell the folks first how you had a good session. She had a good session today. They said they worked on an OT regulation, which is regulating how overstimulated she was. Um, as y'all see, I don't do nothing but play gospel music up in here because I got to keep my spirit in my mind. Right? So whatever you put in it is what's gonna come out, and I try to put in gospel music into my spirit. But nonetheless, that's neither here nor there. I just said it because it won't go off, so hold on. Anyways, so they worked on regulation. So OT did a lot of activities with the lights off because she was overstimulated. They went to the gym. They have a swing. She's done. So Grace, say hi. She said hi to y'all. And then in speech, they worked on taking turns. They also took a turn together with ill. That's ugly. They also took. She also took turns with Evea today, so they interacted today in therapy. Anyways, we out. Time to go take them to school. Vita's having a good old. Talk to you guys later. I love you, but most of all, God loves you more. I went completely blank. And we'll see y'all next time. Thank you for watching Living with the Spectrum and the little bit of a widow's corner. Hope you guys have an amazing Wednesday. Bye.